Thanks for joining Eso Alimenta's Halloween edition. Today we're going to be making my famous pumpkin pancakes. So stick around and I will be teaching you how to make them just the way I do. All right, so we're going to get started. We have about 9 ingredients today, and I have my bowl right here ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to add is 1 cup of whole wheat flour. Get that in there. And then what we're going to add to that is 2 tablespoons of sucanut. I like to use sucanut because it has a natural molasses flavor. You'll get that whenever you're not using any processed sugars. So it also retains the natural nutrients in it, which include iron, potassium, vitamin B. It's just a great thing to use in place of white sugar. All right, so next up is a medley of things here. I have about 1 tablespoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of ground flaxseed. This is high in omega-3 fatty acids. It serves as a great dietary fiber and it helps to bind all of our ingredients. We also have about a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. And we have 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice powder. So let's just go ahead and throw that in there. So these are our dry ingredients. So what I'll want to do now is that I'll want to kind of make sure those guys mix up well in here. Nice. So I have here 2 tablespoons of pumpkin puree. Pumpkin puree is great because it's rich in fiber, which helps to slow down digestion. Next up is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract because we want it to taste delicious. The final ingredient is going to be water. I know you guys are like, where's the milk? No, we don't add milk to this recipe. I have 1 cup of water here. I'm going to give this a nice stir, just to mix everything in. And you can see it's starting to thicken up. That's that baking powder that's hard at work. You don't want to stir it too much. I'm just gonna let that sit for a little bit and then I'll heat up my pan. And then before you know it, we'll be cooking some pumpkin pancakes. All right, so now I have my pan, it's on medium. It's been there for a little bit. I sprayed it with a little bit of oil just because I always want to make sure that it doesn't stick, especially since I don't put any oil in this particular recipe. So go in there and make our first pancake. I don't generally measure how much I pour of the mixture to make my pancakes just because sometimes I like them small and sometimes I like them large. So you're gonna let it sit there, let it cook for a few minutes. Just as you can see, the bubbles are forming already. So we will want to flip that over when the edges of the pancake start to take on like a light golden color. So the pancake's been in here for about 2 minutes. You can tell that the edges are starting to dry up a little bit. So I'm going to ever so gently, if I can, flip it over. I'll let the pancake cook for another minute or 2. And then after that, it should be ready. All right, so I think our pancake is done. It's super fluffy. And that's really how I make my pumpkin pancakes. They're pretty awesome, especially during this time of the year. I recommend them for anyone who's looking to, have pancakes without the oils or the milk. This is a great substitute. Obviously, it's dairy-free. It's animal-free. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed our video. Give us a like on YouTube, and you can follow us on Facebook as well as Instagram. Thanks for joining Eso Alimenta.